Good morning to one and all. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Me,
Good morning.
whether my screen is visible to you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Your voice is not audible, Surbi. Please type in chat box afterward. Okay. So in the previous lecture, just tell me, is it visible? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. How about
Okay.
now?
Okay. So we'll start our lecture. In the previous lecture, we have seen about the code, binary and BCD code. Okay. So can you tell me about the difference between binary and BCD? Yes. What is the difference between binary and BCD and which is efficient? In case of that means what is the advantage of BCD and advantage of binary when you consider this concept, then suppose 15 is there, okay, 15 is the decimal number and you want to convert this 15 into equivalent BCD and equivalent binary, okay. So when you write binary equivalent for 15, then binary equivalent of 15 is 4 times 1. Okay. But if you want to write down BCD equivalent of 15, sorry. Then how to write BCD equivalent of 15? Yes, type in chat box. How to write BCD equivalent of 15? Very good. Means what? We need to consider separate digit, separate decimal digit, and we have to write down 4-bit binary for each decimal digit. Start with MSB did. So every time 1 is there, means don't write 0 1 simply. You have to represent each decimal digit in 4-bit binary digit always. Okay. So here 0001 include space and then again 0101. This is the BCD equivalent and this is binary equivalent of 15. So what you comment on these two, if you consider binary, then less number of bits are required to represent 15. And in case of BCD, maximum bits are required or large number of bits are required as compared to binary when you represent any decimal digit. Okay, so large number of bits are required to represent any BCD number. This is the basic drawback or disadvantage of BCD over binary. And the what is the benefit or advantage of BCD over binary? No need to remember the binary equivalent of all the decimal number. Simply, if you know the binary equivalent of 0 to 9, 0 to 9 decimal number, then you can easily write a BCD number for any decimal digit. Okay. So if suppose 453, suppose this is your decimal number, and if you want to write down the binary and BCD equivalent for 435 or 453, then to convert this given number into binary, you need to follow all the steps. Means you have to divide the given number by base 2, then you have to keep all the reminders and write down all the reminders in the reverse order. Okay, so this is the procedure to convert the given decimal number into binary number. But and this is very lengthy in case of binary. But if you want to write down the same number in BCD format, then no need to follow all this procedure. You have to simply write down 4-bit binary for each decimal digit. That's it. Okay, so this is the advantage of BCD over binary, and disadvantage of BCD over binary is maximum or the large number of bits are required to represent any BCD number as compared to binary number. Understood? Okay. Then the next concept is what? BCD arithmetic. We'll see the next concept, how to add or subtract any BCD number. Okay. Suppose there are again 3 different cases are there. Case 1, if sum is less than 9. Sum is less than or equal to 9. Sum is less than or equal to 9 and carry is equal to 0. Second case is what? If sum is greater than 9 and carry equal to 0. And third one case is if sum is less than 9 but carry equal to 1. These are three different cases when you do this BCD arithmetic. Okay, we'll see first example. Suppose here, if sum is less than or equal to 9 and carry is equal to 0, then what you get as a result, that result is your final result. Okay, that suppose we can consider 4 plus 3. If you want to add 4 and 3, then first of all, you have to write down BCD equivalent of 4, BCD equivalent of 3, use arithmetic rules for addition of BCD numbers simply. Okay, so here 4 can be represented by 0, 1, 0, 0 and 3 can be represented by 0, 0, 1, 1. Simply use arithmetic operation 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 0, 1 and 0. What you get as a result? This result is 0,111. Tell me the equivalent decimal number of 0,111. What is the decimal equivalent of this? Yes? Yes, very good. 7 is the result of 4 and 3. 4 plus 3, 7. Then just check the case. Whether that case is a first case, second case, or third case. Yes, if sum is less than 9 and we are getting carry 0, we do not get any carry here. Okay, means carry is 0. Means what? This comes under your first case. First case is what? Sum is less than 9. Yes, 7 is less than 9 and we are not getting any carry. So, 0 carry we are getting. Okay, means what? Your first case is what? If sum is less than 9 and carry is equal to 0, then your result is final result. Keep it as it is. Okay. Then we'll see the second one case. If sum is greater than 9 but carry is equal to 0. Now we'll see the second one case. Suppose 7 plus 4. If you want to perform 7 plus 4, then simply write down first BCD equivalent of 7. BCD equivalent of 7 is 0,111. BCD equivalent of 4 is 0,100. Like this. Use again arithmetic rules for addition. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 0. Carry 1. And then 1 as it is. Here we are not getting carry. Means what? Carry is 0. But what you get as result? 1011. Tell me the equivalent decimal. 1011 is what? 1 means 8 and 3. 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. Yes. So 11 is the result. But 11 is not less than 9. It is greater than 9. Means it comes under the second one case. We are getting carry 0 and result greater than 9. Means what? Your result is not in the true form. So to get it in the true form, you have to add 6 into your result. So just I'm adding 6 here. 6 means what? 0,110. Okay. So add 6 here. 0,110 into your result to get in the true form. So 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 0. Carry 1. 1 plus 1, 0. Carry 1. 1 plus 1, 0. Carry 1. Now your result is what? What is your result? Here 1, you have to append 3 more zeros before 1 to get in a group of 4-bit binary. So here 1 and 0001 means 1. Your question is what? You have to add 7 and 4. 7 plus 4 is equal to 11 and you are getting in the BCD format, that is 11. Okay, if you want to represent 11, so you can't represent like this 1011. 1011 is the binary equivalent, but here we are performing BCD addition, not binary addition. Okay, so it is right in the BCD addition, but it is not, means what? This 13 is not valid in case of BCD rules. So to get it in the BCD format, you have to add 6 into your result. If your result is in the second one case, that is your result is greater than 9 and sum is equal to 0. Understood? Now, why I am adding 6 only? Why I am not adding 3, 4, 5 or any number except 6? Why I'm not adding any number other than 6? Just answer is what? Whenever we are considering to 4-bit number, 4-bit binary number. 4-bit binary number. How many numbers you can represent using 4-bit? Yes, can you tell me? How many numbers you can represent using 4-bit binary? Start with 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and end with 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so magnitude is 0 and this is 15. Means total 0 to 15 means total 16 numbers we can represent using 4-bit binary. Understood? So out of 15, valid BCD numbers are only from 0 to 9. As I told in previous lecture, the valid BCD numbers are only from 0 to 9. So 0 to 9 means total 10 combinations are valid. From 16, total 10 combinations are valid. So beyond 9 means from 10 to 15, all the combinations are invalid in case of BCD. Understood? So to get your result in the valid form, you have to add that invalid combinations. In total number of invalid combinations are from 10 to 15. 10 to 15 means total 6 combinations are there. So you have to add 6 into your result to get your result in the original means in a true form of BCD number. Understood? That's why here I am adding 6 into your result to get your result in the true BCD format. Understood or not? Yes? Now, your second case or third case is what? If your sum is less than 9 but carry is equal to 1. Okay? So, we'll see one example here. That is, suppose you want to add 13 plus 12. 13 plus 12, or you can say like this, 14 and 17. 14 and 17. So, how 14 can be represented? Or you can use here 15 also. So, here 14 is represented by 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Okay? In BCD equivalent. Now, 15, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 5 can be represented by like this. We can use here instead of 15, less than 9. Suppose we can consider 7, 29. Suppose 7 and 29 we can consider as example. Now 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, then 2. 17 is represented by this and 2, 0, 0, 1, 0 and 1, 0, 0, 1 like this. Okay, then here 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1. Then 1 plus 1, 0, carry is generated. That will be shifted to next nibble. Next nibble means next 4-bit binary number. Okay, so that one is added here. 1 plus 1, 0, again carry 1. 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1. 0 plus 1, 1 and 0. What you are getting right now as an answer? As answer, this first nibble is 0 and second nibble is 4. Okay, but consider while addition, your first nibble generates carry. Okay, means what? Here sum is less than 9. 0 means less than 9, but here the sum is less than 9, but carry is generated and it is shifted to the next nibble addition. If sum is less than 9 and carry is equal to 0, then also you have to add 6 into your result to get it in a true BCD form. Okay, so here this is not your final answer. To get it in a final answer, that is 0, 1, 0, 0. Your answer is 0, 1, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0, 0 like this. Okay, so get your final result. You have to add 6 into that nibble only. Not all nibbles. Okay, so here this is one of the nibble and this is your second nibble, but this nibble generates carry. This nibble don't generate this carry. That's why just ignore this nibble. Don't add 6 here. Just I'm adding 0 instead of 6. But this nibble generate 1 carry. That's why to get your result in original BCD form, you need to add 6 into this 4-bit binary, not for this 4-bit binary number. Okay, as the carry is generated from this one. That's why I have to 6 here only. So 1 plus 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1, 0, again 0, 0, 1, 0. So your answer is what? 4 and this is 6. When you add 17 plus 29, your result should be 46. This is your final result. Means when you do the arithmetic, BCD arithmetic, 3 different cases can be occurred. First one case is what? If your sum is less than 9 and carry is equal to 0, no need to add 6 into your result, as your result is in a valid BCD format. Okay. Then the second one case is what? If your sum is less than 9 but carry is equal to 1, means carry is generated in the addition, then you have to 6 into your result. And your third one case, if your sum is greater than 9 but carry is not generated, in that case also you need to add 6 into your result to get in a valid BCD format. Understood or not? Yes, means what? In second and third one case, you have to add 6 into your result. But why I'm adding 6 only into the result? As we saw, 4-bit binary, we can represent total numbers from 0 to 15, means total 16 combinations can be there. But out of total 16, only 10 combinations are valid in case of BCD format. So, to get your result in valid BCD format, you have to add all invalid combinations from 10 to 15. Means total 6 combinations are there, invalid 6 combinations are there. To get your result in valid BCD format, you have to add that 6 invalid combinations. That's why I'm adding only 6 here to get your result in a valid BCD format. Understood or not? Or any doubt you are getting here? Yes, tell me. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me. Yes.
Ma'am, will you please take one more example for case 3?
Purvita, I'm not able to hear you. You please type in your chat box. If you have any query, then you can just type in your chat box so that I can give you. Okay. I'll take one more example. Suppose I'll take one more example for this. Suppose I want to add 35 plus 29. My first number is 35 and second number is 29. Okay. Then first of all, for BCD arithmetic, I have to write down the given number in BCD format. So first A can be represented by 3. 3 means 0, 0, 1, 1. You have to simply write down binary equivalent. 4-bit binary equivalent of all each decimal digit. So 3 can be represented by this. Now 5 can be represented by this. 0, 1, 0, 1. After that, B. B means what? 0, 0, 1, 0. And 9 can be represented by 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay. Then we'll see. Just use the arithmetic rules. 1 plus 1, 0. Carry 1. 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1. Now, 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 0. Carry 1. 1 and 0. Now, here in the result, total number of nibbles are 2 nibbles. Nibbles means what? Group of 4-bit binary. Okay. So this is nibble 1 and this is nibble 2. Okay. Now consider this 1110. What is the decimal equivalent of 1110? Can you tell me? Decimal equivalent of 1110. Whether it is greater than 9 or less than 9? Yes.
Greater than 9.
It is 14 and it is greater than 9. It comes greater than 9. But tell me whether it is means it gets carry or not. We are not getting carry here. Okay, but condition is what? The sum is greater than 9. What about this? 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1 means 5. 5 means less than 9. And just tell me whether we are getting carry here. No, we are not getting any carry here. So this comes under your first one case. Means what? Your sum is less than 9 and your carry is 0. Means no need to add 6 in this nibble. That is N2 nibble. Okay. But in case of this, your sum is greater than 9, but carry is not generating here. So to get in a original or true BCD format, you have to add 6 into the first one nibble only. So add 6 here, 0, 1, 1, 0, and don't add 6 here. So I am adding 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Then 1, 0 plus 0, 0. 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1. 0 plus 1, 1, carry 1. 0, carry 1. Don't consider here whether we are getting carry here or not. Because we are just converting or we are just getting your result in a original or true form. No matter whether we are getting carry in this step or not. Okay, this is your final result right now. So 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1, 1, 1 and 0. This is your final result. Don't consider whether we are getting carry in this step or not. So your final result is what? 4 and this is the 6. So 64 is the final result when we add this 35 plus 29. As we are not getting carry in this nibble and we are not getting sum greater than 9. So this nibble comes under your first case, that is sum is less than 9 or carry 0. But this nibble, when you consider this first one nibble, then the sum is greater than 9. So to get in a true BCD form, you have to add 6 into your result. That's why I have added 6 only to this nibble, not to this nibble. Understood or not? Or any doubt? Okay. So take one example. All of you write down example. Do BCD arithmetic. First, A is equal to 5999 plus 687. 687. Perform this and tell me what you are getting the answer. 5999, 687. Shall I explain it again? Start with A. How to represent 599? 5 can be represented by 0101. 9 can be represented by 1001. Again, 9 is there, so represent it in a binary format. So after that, 6 can be represented by 0110. Then 8 can be represented by 1000, and 7 can be represented by 011. Okay. After writing the given numbers in valid BCD format, you have to use arithmetic rules. So 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1 0 carry 1. 1 plus 1 again 0 carry is generated from this neighbor. Okay, then 1 plus 1 0 carry 1. 1 plus 0 sorry 1 plus 0 1, then 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus sorry 1 plus 1 again 0. Now again one more carry is generated here. 1 plus 1 0 carry 1, 1 plus 1 0 carry 1, 1 1. Now, here for this first one nibble, carry is generated means it comes in your third one case. If your sum is less than 9 and carry is equal to 1, then you have to add 6 here. Okay, so I need to add 6 here. Now, check the second one nibble. In the second one nibble also, sum is less than 9, 0, 0, 1, 0. Means what? 2. The magnitude is 2. But again, carry is generated here. From this nibble, carry is generated and it should be added into the third one nibble. So, carry is generated means what? You have to again add 6 into this one nibble also. Now, next is what? Next nibble is 1, 1, 0, 0. We are not getting carry here. Okay, but your result, what is your result? 1100 means what? 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4 is equal to what? 12. So 12 is greater than 9. So again, this comes under your second one case, that is sum is greater than 9 but carry is equal to 0. In that case also you need to add 6. So here I am adding 6. Means here I am adding 6 for all three nibbles. Okay, as all three nibbles are invalid BCD number. Okay, so 0 plus 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. 0, 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1, 1 plus 1, 0, carry 1, 1. 0, 1, 0, carry 1, 0, 1. So, your final result is this. Now, you can represent here 0, 1, 1, 0 means what? 6. 1, 0, 0, 0 means 8. 4-bit number 0, 0, 1, 0 means 2. And you have to append more 3 zeros and you'll get number 1. Means your final result is 1, 2, 8, 6 when you add these two numbers. Yes, understood? All of you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everyone? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, is it completed? Shall I rub this? Okay. Now we'll see the next concept. In the next concept, in previous lecture we have seen about non-weighted code, non-weighted code, XS3 code. So one more thing about XS3, I need to tell you about the XS3, that the XS3 code is also called as self-complementary code. So we'll see about that, why it is called as self-complementary code. If you want to write down XS3 for 0 to 9, so just write down, suppose this is your binary, or you can say, yes, you can say here binary and BCD. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So 0, 0, 0, BCD not BCD, XS3. XS3 code. So what is XS3 of 0? 0 plus 3 is equal to 3. 0, 0, 1, 1. Now 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 0 means 4. Then for 2, it is equal to 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So 0, 1, 0, 1. Then 0, 0, 1, 1, 3. 3 plus 3 means 6. Like this. Then 0, 1, 0, 0 means 4. 4 plus 3 is equal to, yes, 7. Sorry, 1. Then 0, 1, 0, 1, 5. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Now 6. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. 0, 1, 1, 7. 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. Then 1 0 0 0. 8 plus 3 is equal to 11 and 0 1 9. 9 can be represented by this. Okay, so this is the binary from 0 to 9 and these are the excess 3 equivalent of binary from 0 to 9. When you look at this table, so just consider here first entry and the last entry. Just consider first entry and last entry. When you take one's complement of first entry, you'll get the last one entry, right? Here 0 0 1 1. One's complement of 0 0 1 1, you have to invert all the bits from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So 0 0 1 1. One's complement of 0 0 1 1 is 1 1 0 0. When you take one's complement of second, you'll get second last number, that is 0 1 0 0 means 1 0 1 1. When you take one's complement of third, you'll get third last number, that is 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0. That's why this number system is known as self-complementary number system. Understood? Just look at this table. You'll get or you'll able to understand that particular concept, why it is called as self-complementary number system. So only when you take one's complement of first number, you'll get the last one number. When you take one's complement of second number, you'll get the second last number like this. So again 0 1 1 0, the next number is 1 0 0 1. Means this is the self-complementary of 0 1 1 0. Then 0 1 1. Then here yes, all the numbers are the self-complementary numbers. That's why the number system is called as self-complementary number system. Understood, everyone? Yes? Shall I move to the next concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we'll see the next number system, that is gray code number system. And it is also non-weighted number system or non-weighted code, gray code. Okay. So gray code is another non-weighted code and it is not arithmetic code. Means what? We cannot get the next number just by adding 1 into the number. Suppose in case of binary 2 and binary 3, we need to simply add 1 into 2, we'll get the next number or next digit, that is 3. In case of binary, in case of BCD also, in case of XS3 also. Okay, but in case of gray code is not arithmetic, as we cannot get the next digit just by adding 1 into the number. One more very important and very unique property of gray code is what? Only one bit will change at a time when you add 1 into your previous number. Okay, that's why that particular number system is known as unit distance code. Means gray code is also called as unit distance code, as we just when you add 1 into your previous number, only one bit will change at a time. Okay, so we'll check out here. Suppose again, if you want to write down binary and gray. Okay, so suppose 0 0 0 0. Binary of 0 and gray are same. So gray is also represented by 0 0 0 0. Now for 1 0 0 1. This is the binary equivalent of 1. Now again 1 is also same in case of gray number. But if you want to write down decimal 3 in binary, then decimal equivalent of 2 0 0 1 0. But in case of gray number, only one bit will alter here. But here just consider the binary. When you increase or when you add 1 into 1, you will get 2. So 2 can be represented by this 0, 0, 1, 0 in case of binary. Now just check, this number is also altered from 1 to 0 and this bit is also altered from 0 to 1 in case of binary. Means what? When you add 1 into your previous number in case of binary, it is not that condition that only one bit will change at a time. But this condition is in the gray code. So if one bit is changed or when you increase or when you add 1 into the previous number, then 0, 0 here, this bit will alter only 1 and 1 as it is. Means what? Only this bit will change from 0 to 1. Remaining bit should be same in case of gray code. Okay, but this is not valid in case of binary. Total 2 bits are altered when you change from 1 to 2. But in case of gray, only 1 bit will alter at a time. Remaining 3 bits should be same. Understood? Suppose 3. If I want to represent 3 in binary, so 0, 0, 1, 1. This is the 4-bit binary number of 3. Okay? But if you want to represent 3 here now, then 0, 0, 1 should be as it is, only this bit will alter and it is changes from 1 to 0. Now, this is not 2. This is the magnitude of 2 in case of binary, but this is the gray representation here, that is 0, 0, 1, 0 for 3. For 3 decimal number, how to represent gray number 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay. Now, we'll see how to represent 4 in case of binary. Here, in case of binary 0, 1, 0, 0. Here, just look at this binary. Total number of bits are altered 3. Total 3 bits are altered in case of binary. But the condition of gray is what? Only 1 bit will change at a time. So only this bit will change, remaining are as it is. So 0, 1, 0 as it is, just alter this 0 by 1. This is the gray representation of 4. That is 0, 1, 1, 0. This is actually represents 6 in binary, but now 0, 1, 1, 0 is the symbolic representation of gray, as the condition is what? Unit distance code, means only 1 bit will change at a time in case of gray number when you increase by 1. Okay. Now, how to represent 5 here? 0, 1, 0, 1 in case of binary. But now, here only this bit will change, remaining bits will as it is. That is 0, 1, 1. Only this bit will change from 0 to 1. So 0, 1, 1, 1 is the gray equivalent of 5. All of you understood this? Yes, everyone? Yes. Okay. So this is the concept, and one more quality is there, or the property of gray code is a cyclic code. It is also called as cyclic code, or it is also called as the reflexive code. Okay. Then we'll see the conversion from gray to binary and binary to gray. You can easily convert any binary number into gray number. Okay. So we'll see first gray to binary. So gray number is also uses only 2 numbers 0 and 1. It is also the sequence of 0 and 1 as we represents any number in the binary. Okay, it is only the sequence of zeros and 1. Okay, so we'll see first example, that is gray number. Suppose your gray number is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, like this. This is the sequence of zeros and 1. The given number is gray number, and you have to convert it into equivalent binary number. Then how will you convert it? Here, for the conversion, you have to use XOR operation. XOR operation, for that, you should know the truth table of XOR first. So, suppose A, B and Y. Y means what? A XOR B. Can you tell me the truth table of XOR? Yes, everyone. Can you tell me the truth table of XOR?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, 0,
Very good.
0,
So
0.
0 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 1, 0, and remaining 1, 1. So this is the truth table of XOR. You have to use this truth table for the operation. So suppose this is your gray number and you have to convert it into equivalent binary number. So simply you have to write down the gray number, that is 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, after that you have to find out, this is your gray number and you have to find out binary number. Okay, so just consider the MSB bit. MSB bit means this is your gray number, this is the MSB bit of gray number, and this is LSB bit of gray number. You have to start with MSB bit, as MSB bit of binary and gray both are equal, same. Okay, so just copy down as it is 1, as MSB bit of binary and gray both are same. Okay, after that, to get the next binary number, you have to XOR this bit with the next gray bit. The next gray bit. That is, you have to perform the XOR operation with this first binary bit with next gray bit. That is 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0, your result is 1. So put that result here. Now again consider this one and use XOR with the next gray bit, that is 1. 1 XOR 1. 1 XOR 1, your result is 0. So put that result in the next bit of binary. Now again this 0 should be XORed with next bit of gray. Means what? 0 XOR 1. 0 XOR 1 means your result should be 1. So put here. Now again this 1 should be XORed with the next, that is last gray bit, that is 0. 1 0. 1 0, your result is 1. So this is your final result, that is 1 1 0 1 1. This is the equivalent binary of the given gray 1 0 1 1 0. All of you understood this? It's very easy. Yes, everyone getting this concept? Just write down the conversion. If the given gray number is 101101, you have to use this XOR truth table. You should know this XOR truth table. Just consider MSB bit as it is, because MSB of gray and binary are same. So I have just written as it is this one. After this, after getting first binary bit, I have to XOR that first binary bit with next gray bit. Okay, so 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 1, like this. Everyone understood this? Yes? Now consider the example, second example, 1 0 0 1 1 0 1. This is the gray number and you have to convert it into equivalent binary number. How will you convert it? Tell me the answer. Everyone. Do it right now and tell me what you are getting the answer. Suppose here 1 0 0 1 1 0 1. Simply write down. Then MSB bit should be as it is, so keep it as it is 1. Now this 1 should be XORed with next bit of gray to get binary, to next binary. Okay, so 1 XOR 0 1. Then this 1 should be again XORed with next bit 1 0 1. Again this 1 should be XORed with next, that is 1 1 1 0. Again this 0 should be XORed with 1, it is equal to 1. And again this 1 should be XORed with 0, it is equal to 1. And this 1 should be XORed with 1, it equal to 0. So your right answer is 11101110. Understood everyone? Yes, Bhavna, very good. 11101110 is the right answer. It is the equivalent binary of given gray number. Everyone understood this? Now we'll see the next conversion, that is from binary to gray. Binary to gray. Again, for this conversion, you should use the XOR truth table or the XOR operation. Okay. So your first, suppose binary number is 101101. Suppose this is your binary number and you have to convert it into equivalent gray number. Okay. So the given number is binary and you have to convert it into gray number. So simply write down the binary number as it is 101101. This is your binary number and you have to convert it into equivalent gray number. So, as I told previously that MSB bit of gray and binary are same. So, write down it as it is. 1 as it is. Okay. After that, don't consider the first bit of gray. Just use the XOR operation of first and the second one binary bit itself. Okay. So, 1 should be XORed with 0 to get next gray number. 1 XOR with 0, you get, yes, 1. Again, this 0 XORed with 1, you get 1. This 1 XORed with 1, you get 0. Then 0 XORed with 1, you get 1. And 0 XORed with 1, you'll get this one. Like this. So, this is the equivalent gray of the given binary number. Here, in the previous case, we have to consider the previous bit of the resultant to perform the XOR operation. But in case of this binary to gray, you have to simply consider all the binary bit, consecutive binary bit. Means you have to perform the XOR operation on consecutive binary bits only to get the next gray bit. Understood? So here 1 should be XOR. First bit as it is, write down it as it is 1. For the next gray bit, you have to use the XOR operation on first gray bit and the next label of the gray bit. Understood? Yes. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So take one example or you can consider this example as it is. Suppose your number is 11101110. This is your binary number and convert this binary number into equivalent gray number. Use this same procedure for this conversion. Again here write down separately 11101110. First bit as it is, write down it as it is 1. Then XOR, first should be XORed with the second one bit, that is 1 XORed with 1 is equal to 0. Then 1 XORed with 1 is equal to 0. 1 XORed with 0 is equal to 1. 1 XORed with 0 is equal to 1. And 1 XORed with 1 is equal to 0. So this is the gray equivalent of the given binary number. You can check whether this number and this number is the same or not. As I have taken the example of previous answer of your binary number, that is 11101110, you will get the same answer, that is 1001101. 1001101. Understood? Everyone? Okay. Okay. So actually your time is up right now. So thank you for joining. We can stop here. We'll meet in the next lecture. Just mark your attendance. Start with roll number 1. Roll number 1 to 10. Mark your attendance. Next 11 to 20. I'll not consider your attendance. Roll number 23. Next 21 to 30. Mark your attendance. Next, 31 to 40. Forty-one to 50. 51 to 60. 61 and above. Remaining students, mark your attendance. कुणाल माळी, कधी जॉईन झालास बाळा?
मॅम मी लेट
कुणाल?
झालो होतो. मॅम मी लेट झालो होतो.
Type in chat box, Kunal. I'm not able to hear you. What topics was covered in today's lecture, Kunal? Type in chat box. Otherwise, I'll not mark your attendance. Huh? Don't simply join at the end of the lecture. If you are present now, you should tell me about the topics. What I'm asking, Kunal, don't give excuse. Just tell me what topics I explain in today's lecture. Okay, no issue. Roll number 23. But afterward, don't repeat this mistake, huh? Yes, tell me, Kunal Mari. If you have failed to tell what topics I have covered in today's lecture, I'll not mark your attendance, huh? Kunal.